What are the biggest red flags when buying a home in the Twin Cities? We're going to go through some of the things that we look out for when buying a home, what things you should look out for, and how to protect yourself from making a bad decision. So when it comes to the biggest red flags in buying a house, Josh, what do you typically look for to understand whether or not this house is going to be a good decision or something you're going to regret 6 months down the road?
Right. Number one is water. Do we have water intrusion? What does that look like? Is there staining on the foundation block on the interior? Is the block decaying away? That is probably the first thing I look for. The second would be structure. Do we have lots of cracks that shouldn't be where they are? Do we have cracks in the sheetrock that are at an angle versus straight line cracks? Those kind of are some of the bigger red flags I'm looking for in that situation. Now, when it comes down to, has this house been flipped? Are the joints on the doors secure and mitered correctly, or is there gaps there? Is it cheaper light fixtures? Things like that are some of the things I'm looking for when it's a flip situation.
Some of the other things to look for in the house that are kind of like these soft red flags. And it's this idea of, hey, was there a lot of DIY projects in the house? And one of the easier ways you can tell in Minnesota is if you look downstairs on the utility panel, if the basement's finished and there wasn't a permit done on that basement, maybe means there's DIY done there. And the big thing when it comes to DIY is, man, people don't know how to do it as well as a professional do. They may have gotten the job done, but also you don't know what's happening behind those walls. That's the biggest thing where you have permits done to be able to understand that. So that's something that I will look out for, is understanding that, hey, a lot of this stuff was done DIY. That means it might be not done really, really well. Does that mean there's an issue? Maybe not necessarily, but it's something that I want to look out for. Another one of the other things is poor maintenance. Is like, can I tell whether or not they've taken care of these systems? Is the furnace filter dirty or clean? Is the air-to-air exchange system, has that filter ever been changed? Those things are going to give you a real good idea on whether or not this house has been maintained. One of the best things I love to see when it comes to disclosures or sellers giving me information on going, hey, we had this thing updated or this problem in the past. Here's the receipt from the contractor that did the work. That is a great, clear, like green flag to go, this person really cared about this house and everything was fixed correctly when it broke and they told us about this. I think that another green flag is a really good thing, and this is one of the tricks that I like, is if you see somebody's mechanical bench, right, where they have all their tools and they're neatly organized, I bet that seller took really good care of their house. That cleanliness is a really good green flag to understand, to go, this house is well cared for. Adding up all those things will help you make the best decision for you when it comes to, is this house going to be an issue in the future? Because we can't know everything. When it comes to that date and time and what that house looks like at that point in time when we're walking through or the inspector is walking through that house, the best thing we can do is go, hey, what is the risk or the odds of something that's in this house that's going to be a problem for me in the future? Understanding that will put you in the best position, because an identified future problem is the most important thing you can do. So having a good agent and having a good inspector will help you save you from thousands of dollars and a ton of misery. Click the link below to get access to our 2026 Sell Smart, Buy Smart plan.